Today we're going to be unboxing and trying the brand new Dior Sauvage Extrait. Now I've had this box for approximately 2 weeks, but as you can see, it has remained unopened. Now I have to premise the fact, I am not the biggest fan of the Sauvage line. I mean, maybe I was 15 years ago, but it just doesn't do it. And now the new one has been seeing some mixed reviews because it has Vietnamese oud in it. But as an oud connoisseur myself, I'm actually rather excited to try it. But when we do try it and review it, I'm going to keep it as subjective as possible for you guys so that you know whether it's worth you buying it or not. Now, most of us have smelt the Sauvage line. If you don't own a body yourself, guaranteed you've smelt it on someone around you. But let's start with the OG EDT. So this has to be the most iconic, most wearable, and definitely the most mass appealing of the lot so far. This is a very aroma chemical kind of scent. It's not very natural smelling at all. So we have notes of bergamot, pepper, more pepper, lavender, even more pepper, and some cedar and labdanum. But there's a heavy dose of ambroxan, and that's why this fragrance projects so very well, and probably why all the fuckboys love it so much. This smells like your stereotypical high school, college jock that you would see in a movie or series. Whereas the parfum is a little bit sweeter, it doesn't project as much, and it does seem to last a bit longer, but it doesn't necessarily feel like the same fragrance. Now, before we move on to the elixir, I have to say that the parfum is probably the one that I enjoy the most out of the lot. It doesn't feel as attention-grabbing, which usually I like, but with this sort of scent profile, people don't necessarily have the best association with it. Now, the elixir is a super long-lasting, super projecting version of the Sauvage. Now, if you do not like spicy fragrances, you're not going to enjoy this because it's got this very strong nutmeg scent to it. From a distance, it smells very pleasant, but as you get closer, what I can say is it doesn't feel very well blended because as you get closer to skin, that nutmeg really starts to shine through. And I don't know if it's just me, but when I was younger, my mom used to give me nutmeg oil to put on my teeth. And this is just too much reminiscent of that. Now, we may not be off to a good start because it clearly indicates this side up. And I received the package, it was very much not that side up. I really am excited to try this one. Considering it's Sauvage, based on the notes. But let's just address the elephant in the room. This is a big, heavy box. I mean, considering there's probably a small fragrance in here. I wonder what else I got. Have to make some space for ourselves, which at this point it doesn't make sense why it says that side upright because like the flap is very much here. Okay, we'll soon find out. That is cool. That makes sense why it says that side up. But you guys should probably see this. Join me on my unboxing experience. Holy moly, there's a lot of layers here, but that is a cool box. Now, how the fuck do you open this thing? Oh, it's got a flappy. We have a letter, which we'll leave for later, but thank you, Sauvage. And we're trying to figure out, oh. Damn, that's fancy. Okay, you guys are gonna see this before I do. What the fuck? Transport insert to be removed. Okay, removed. Oh, cool, look at this. We have a whole bunch of little samples. What are these? Are these the individual notes? It is. Oh, cool, look at that. Well, I have to see this. So we have bergamot, we have lavender, we have cedar. So far, it's looking very similar to the typical Sauvage notes. We have vetiver, patchouli, and oud. Yeah, we're going straight to the oud for this one. Now, I'm not used to oud being clear, but I'm impressed. I mean, okay, not bad. Not bad. It smells better on skin for sure. Kind of smells like a very diluted. It's actually very pleasant. Wow. It's actually very pleasant. I'm getting excited now.
Is it animalic oud or is it like is it masculine oud?
It's pretty animalic. Yeah, you want to try some?
Your face light up.
No, I'm so surprised.
Oh yeah, that's stinky.
It is.
Leathery.
It's nice, right? Oh wait, there's a drawer. Ooh. Okay, so we have some blotters to try the individual notes. Then we have a little notebook where I can make little notes about my discovery. Boring. All right, should we get, I'm genuinely right now excited to try this. This is cool. This is very cool. So I have clean skin because I wanted to make sure that I can get the full experience from this. And to hell with the blotters, we're going straight to skin with this one. Why did it look like it had been sprayed already? Oh, okay, wow. Oh yeah, you get that oud.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it like animalic? Wait, I need to smell this shit.
No, chill, I'm gonna describe it.
Wait.
So the best way I can describe it, for you to make sense.
Let me just smell for a second. Okay, you describe.
I think I like it, because again, there's so much depth, like Sauvage, and then you get this long inhale, and you start to get that beautiful oud base come through. It's pretty much a niche, artisanal version of a very mass appealing designer fragrance. Like it's pretty weird. Like my brain cannot quite justify or comprehend what's going on here, but I like it. I like it a lot. And it's probably just the oud fiend in me saying that I should like it, but let's give it some more. One thing I will say is that it feels like they really went out to create a high quality fragrance. This is miles ahead of the rest of the flankers. Like it's almost incomparable. Is that a good thing for Dior Sauvage? I don't think so. I think they've stepped outside of boundaries, which I respect. I totally respect. But they're not appealing to their primary audience. Now, with this fragrance, it gives me a beautiful opportunity to explain something about the types of oud. But the way they've blended this, particularly with the vetiver, I think they got vetiver in here. Yeah, they got vetiver and patchouli. Patchouli and vetiver both blend exceptionally well with oud. But together, it comes across more leathery. So it's got this animalic, leathery sort of note. So it feels like quite a leathery, woody Dior Sauvage. And it does have typical properties of your oud. Like it's got that somewhat barnyard type scent to it. But after I've sprayed on my skin, a couple of minutes later, that has settled down. Everything is pretty well blended. I'm just enjoying and appreciating it more and more and more. I do, bear in mind, I've been down this rabbit hole for a long time exploring different types of ouds. In the beginning where it didn't really make sense because it was almost too distinct. It was almost too distinct, the oud with the Sauvage. It's like two worlds collide, but not very well. You've got your niche artisanal world and you've got your very designer-esque world, and they come together. But now it's starting to settle, and it's honestly a very nice smell. Now, for weather and occasions, definitely. Winter for sure. This is something that you would not want to wear in the blistering heat. This is suited to cold weather and late nights, even fancy dinner occasions, black suit and tie. So to summarize all of this, we have a designer brand that's stepped out of its comfort zone, and it's really gone into some deep territories here. Does it fulfill or satisfy my advanced preferences when it comes to fragrances or oud-based fragrances? Bear in mind, I've been doing this for 20 plus years. Does it necessarily fulfill this audience desires either? I don't think so. So where does that leave the Extrait? Well, I think this will be very popular in the likes of the Middle East because they have the appreciation for oud, such as I do. They also have a very large foreign influence of people that are relatively new to oud and fragrances and not necessarily going to critique it as much as what I am. I'll tell you another thing that came to mind. What I really appreciate about this fragrance is it's become a gateway from designer fragrances to niche fragrances. Previously, it's been this very hard, like step up, level up from designer to niche. And now we have a sort of a gateway into that market. I do think it's incredibly cool. I do plan on wearing this from time to time, but I have my concerns on how well it's going to sell. So I hope you guys can form your own opinion based on the information that I provided you in this video. Dior, please don't hate me. Thank you for the package. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. And as always, love and appreciate you. See you next week.